The marble-floored penthouse looked like something out of a magazine. Walls of glass opening onto the city skyline, silver art pieces reflecting the soft glow of recessed lights. Yet inside that gleaming fortress, suspicion festered. Jonathan Crane, a 55-year-old self-made millionaire, paced across the polished wood of his study late at night, staring at the open safe built into the wall. Stacks of cash, rare coins, and a diamond watch glittered under the halogen lamp. He had left it unlocked deliberately. It was his trap. For weeks he had been convinced that his new live-in maid, a quiet woman named Rosa, was the reason for a few small valuables gone missing. Tonight he would finally catch her. Or so he thought. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of hidden hearts, please like this video, comment with your thoughts, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to Hidden Hearts. Your support helps us bring more true and heart-touching stories like this one to light. Jonathan watched the hidden camera feed on his phone from his parked car downstairs. Rosa arrived at dawn as usual, her hair pulled back neatly, uniform crisp despite the early hour. She moved through the apartment with methodical care, dusting shelves, folding blankets, opening windows to let in the pale morning sun. He zoomed in when she entered the study. There was the safe, wide open, treasures glinting like bait. Rosa paused, looking at it. Jonathan held his breath. This was the moment. But instead of reaching for the cash, she closed her eyes briefly, as if in prayer. Then she fetched a rag and carefully wiped dust from the edge of the door without touching what was inside. After a moment, she walked away, her posture heavy, her face unreadable. Later, when Jonathan entered the apartment, the safe was exactly as he had left it. Yet something about Rosa's expression on the footage unsettled him. It wasn't indifference or ignorance. It was sorrow. That night, he reviewed the day's footage again. Between the clips of cleaning, he saw her stop at the window, staring at her phone, wiping tears quickly before returning to work. He zoomed in and saw a photo on the screen of a boy in a hospital bed. The next morning, he confronted her, not with accusations, but with questions. Slowly, haltingly, Rosa told her story. She was a single mother. Her 8-year-old son had been diagnosed with leukemia. She had taken on multiple cleaning jobs to pay for his treatment. The missing valuables Jonathan thought she had stolen had actually been misplaced by his own guests. One had turned up in a jacket pocket, another in a kitchen drawer. All this time she had been showing up, silent and punctual, carrying her grief like a secret weight. Jonathan felt the ground shift beneath him. The trap he had set for her now felt like a mirror reflecting his own cynicism. He apologized, clumsily at first, and asked why she hadn't even been tempted by the open safe. Rosa simply said she couldn't bring shame on herself or her son by taking what wasn't hers. Her quiet dignity struck him harder than any accusation could have. That night, Jonathan sat alone in the study, staring at the still open safe. He thought of his own childhood in a cramped apartment, of the times his mother had refused charity to keep her pride. He realized how far he'd drifted from empathy in his pursuit of success. In the days that followed, he began to act. He arranged for Rosa's son to receive treatment at a better hospital, paid for anonymously. He set up a scholarship fund in the boy's name and quietly raised her salary. But more than that, he began to volunteer at the children's ward himself, reading stories and donating without fanfare. The experience changed him. Months later, Rosa's son was in remission. She brought him to visit the penthouse to thank Jonathan. The boy, shy and pale but smiling, handed him a drawing of an open safe filled not with money but with hearts. Jonathan pinned it on his study wall where the camera used to be. Whenever he glanced at it, he remembered the day his own heart was opened. If this story has touched your heart, if it reminded you of the quiet power of compassion and second chances, please like this video, share it with your friends and family. Subscribe to Hidden Hearts and leave a comment about how it made you feel. Your engagement helps us continue to tell stories that move and inspire people around the world. And before we close, we have a special request. Comment below and tell us about a time when someone's honesty or integrity surprised you. Your story might be the one that inspires another person to look past suspicion and choose empathy over judgment.